Today has been an interesting day for the Philadelphia Eagles, who are looking to acquire free safety and safety help. The safety room for free agency has opened up and has become way more extensive than appearing just a few weeks ago. Uh, we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into much more, but until we get there,
listen to me. Pain is temporary. It may last for a minute, or an hour, or a day, or even a year. But eventually, it will subside. And something else will take its place. If I quit, however, it will last forever.
Johnson pressure.
James Bradbury, they're going to say he grabs him. He's got his left.
it's been interesting, man. There's been a few today. There's been a few people cut off of teams that you might have didn't expect to become available. There's also been some signings that might have made a few people disappointed, especially me. Jalen Johnson signed his deal. Chris Johnson, he wasn't on my list, but he re-signed his deal. And there's been some guys that's popped up out there being linked to the Eagles, especially Saquon Barkley right now. I'm not 100% sure what the plan is moving forward with running back. I know we are, in my opinion, vetting the market to see what's the value of the running back this year because of last year's debacle with running back. So we're looking at that situation right now. Jordan Poyer has become a free agent. Justin Simmons also became a free agent today, which a lot of people in the Philadelphia industries, the Philadelphia fan base, are interested in acquiring because of his connection to Vic Fangio. Me personally, though, man, I'm looking at the situation like, if he is the option, I'm okay. But I think there are better options out there available for us to acquire and bring in. I think there's guys out there like Xavier McKinney. I would take an Xavier McKinney in a heartbeat right now, man. 24 years old, coming off a decent season with the New York Football Giants. And I think that's where we at right now, man. I think it's some guys out there the Philadelphia Eagles could look to bring in. And if they do, I think we're in a good space with any of those guys, man. But I just want y'all to tell me what's your best option. Who's your best pick at free safety? There's a bunch of guys going around, man, that are available at this moment. And I just want to know what you guys think about, who's become available, who is available. There is a few guys out there that, you might want to take a look at. There's guys that, are possibly still available. They have been tagged by the respective teams, but they are available to speak with because the team possibly just didn't want to lose for nothing, or they had an opportunity to try to sign the player. The player's money compared to the team's money isn't reaching the same way. And, sometimes it's time to part ways in the best manner possible. Real quick before we move any further, man, we want to talk about y'all as the fans, man. And I appreciate everybody. I am monetized. I wasn't monetized the last video did, but I am monetized now. Super chats, super stickers. The membership is popping out. We are going to get into that. We're going to start pumping out some videos for y'all for that. Any ideas that you have for those videos, leave them in the comments, and I'll add them up, man. I'll just add them up. I'll start touching everybody's content. But hit that like, hit that subscribe, and comment. Next part of this, Saquon Barkley, man. He's been linked to the Eagles for some months now, really, because they didn't think he was going to get signed. And now we're looking at one of those teams that have common interest in Saquon. He has common interest in us. And I think this could be a merger of the minds, man. I don't know what Saquon is, looking to acquire as far as money-wise, but I think this is an opportunity for Howie to at least speak to a few of the running backs. I think he should, also talk to a Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry. I think Joe Mixon would be a nice guy to have a conversation with. I already know, he's possibly had conversations with Swift. I would hope he has. Swift was already here. This running back room right now is only containing Kenny Gainwell. That's a guy that I'm 50-50 on leaving on the roster and moving on with next year. But if there's a possibility of, moving on with a better running back at the backup, then I'm cool with that. I see it's a guy like Zach Moss available. It's a few running backs out there that's coming from teams um that aren't starting quality, but they would be nice fits in the backfield as backups. Um and I think, man, we're moving in the right direction. I think sometime this weekend, sometime between Sunday and Monday, man, you're gonna hear a lot about what Howie Roseman is doing, because Howie Roseman can open up this free agency with multiple hits. He could be boom, boom, boom. Easy. Easy. He can go out, cornerback, safety, running back, maybe even a guard for depth on the offensive line, maybe even somebody on the defensive line. If you see a running back out, I mean, if you see a linebacker, Isaiah Simmons, maybe even a Devin White. I know these guys are interested in these guys. Maybe these are the guys you could bring in that would be effective. They would be adequate to fill the holes that we already have, man. So I'm looking at a lot of these things that we could bring in and really start off the draft, start off the free agency, all those things with splashes. Um, I see Michael Thomas became available today, man. So it's a question out there also with the Eagles for a minimum price. Want to bring in Michael Thomas for wide receiver 3. I have no problem with him at wide receiver 3. But more than likely, we gonna see what happens, man. I think all the opportunities for Howie Roseman is there. Kevin Byard gone, Avonte Maddox gone. Um, Kevin Byard was one of the guys on my list that I wanted to kind of, vet out the room and kind of move on from. I kind of wanted to give him an opportunity to redeem himself because he came into a debacle and he really didn't have an opportunity to, to show what he had. So with that being said, that's over with now. Avonte Maddox has been cut. People were rumoring that he was coming back, but when you look at the cap relief that he gave us by being cut, which was only $2 million, him coming back on a contract just doesn't make sense to re-spend the same money you tried to save. I don't understand what that would be for. Um it wouldn't make sense to me in that manner, but I could see us, reaching deals with other guys, man. Right now we only have 2 safeties on the roster, and Reed Blankenship, Sidney Brown. One is injured. The other one, you can have your opinion on what you think about him. That's neither here nor there. There's a lot of CJ rumors. If that is the case, I'm not gonna say I'm 100% happy with the decision to bring CJ back. But I'm not 100% against it either. It's one of those situations where I'm just trying to figure out who's the best fit for the Philadelphia Eagles and Vic Fangio when he puts out, his opportunities and things of that nature, where he's getting into the groove and he's making things happen. Who's going to be the best guy in the safety room to help him out? I want to see what Sidney Brown has. I do want to see that. One last thing, man, that I want to talk about, and I know it's crucial because people have been talking about it way too much. Jordan Davis, and moving on for him for another first round tackle. I don't think Jordan Davis has been as bad as some of the fan base has made him be, as some of the critics have looked at him and said he is. I'm looking at the numbers. I'm looking at, the advanced metrics, and he's not bottom of the league in any of the metrics that I've been checking right now. I'm still doing some research. I just want to make sure before I give y'all a complete analysis of Jordan Davis, which I'm probably going to do here in the next couple of days, probably sometime this weekend. Look out for it. I just want to see what the numbers look like and how well he improved from year to year. I know he played almost, not almost, he played well over double the snaps he played last year. So that could be a factor in him being better. So I just want to give him an opportunity to prove himself, man. We got a great D-line coach coming in who's going to be able to give him some tools to add to his bag, man. The other opportunities that he will get, with possibly Fletch not being here and him possibly being literally the leader inside the D lineman room as far as D tackles, he'll be the guy unless they bring in somebody veteran or whatever or whatnot. Hassan Reddick, listen, the $22 million that we are, expected to try to pay him, I'm cool with that. I think he deserves the $22 million, man. I think he deserves the $22 million. And I think he will get paid by the Philadelphia Eagles. You've heard me go back and forth with the situation, but right now, I think he is in the best case scenario with not many guys really being out on the market to raise or drop the market. He's kind of in that position where 22 million is kind of adequate for what Hassan Reddick has proven, because he's definitely outplayed the $14.5 million he's slated in this next season. He's definitely outplayed the 3 years, $45 million. He should have already been paid possibly somewhere in that $40 million range for what he has contributed to the Philadelphia Eagles over the last 2 seasons. But that's neither here nor there. Right now, the situation is you have to pay him. You have to get him his bread. You got to break him down. Listen, the only way I'm not paying Hassan Reddick, man, is a for sure bank that there's a guy coming in that's going to be able to fill that role and play it at a high level. And pretty much he's going to accept the money that Hassan Reddick did not accept right now. So more than likely, if you trade Hassan Reddick, you bring in a new guy. If he's a top talent, I've heard Brian Barnes is available for a 3rd-round pick. If that's the guy you bring in, hopefully he's willing to take $20 to $22 million to stay on this team. I'm just at the point right now as a fan, man, for all the positions that we can fill. I'm trying to get rid of the carousel, the back and forth, the I don't know, what's going on situation. So with that being said, man, it's a lot of things going on for the Philadelphia Eagles. Tie your shoestrings, fasten your seatbelt, pop your popcorn, and pull your soda, man. It's about to get interesting. But until next time, man, y'all know what it is. From 4133, flock in and check out. Until next time, go Birds.
Listen to me. Pain is temporary. It may last for a minute, or an hour, or a day, or even a year. But eventually, it will subside. And something else will take its place. If I quit, however, it will last forever.